morning, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Off the play fake. Weston sliding out of the pocket.
This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper.
And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Weston.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 34-yard line. Off play action. Weston on the and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Ooh, the juke. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
From the 5-yard line, will this opening drive yield 6? This is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, Weston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might have considered that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 81 yards.
They put a lot of effort into game planning and establishing this ground game last week, and reward was a nice day rushing the ball. Helped them put a balanced offense out on the field. And that carry is an indicator that this ground game wants to be established again this week.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. He's at the 30. And he's going to get this down near the 25. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. On first down, Justin Herbert. We're going back to the same wall. It's Hockenson again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found. And one of the things about him, he's like a wide receiver to me, Brandon. He has a great sense of space and understanding where defenders are.
Yeah, we talk all the time, Charles, and it kind of gets cliche about the hands that he has, but really it's the truth. For a tight end, some of the best hands in the game. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Toward the pylon, caught, and in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 126 yards, and a trip to the end zone as well.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Off play action. Weston. And a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession.
5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Now it's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play.
There he goes, right side. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 29. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And defensively, you're going to have some guys with hands on hips looking to the heavens right now. You've got a fairly clean shot at the quarterback here, but he's able to worm his way out of that initial contact, and not only that, he's able to high-foot it downfield for good yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Off the play fake. Weston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Weston. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They're going to try and throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw. Weston going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 41 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
Operating from the gun. Weston. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are once again back in front. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. On first down, it's Herbert. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Over the middle, complete. It's Simpson. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice Nice gain of 25 yards. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Herbert now. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
On second and goal, Herbert. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T. Higgins, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates.
He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. So that's a solid start to the second half. You come out of the lockers losing, thinking you're kicking it away, not going to have it, but boom, the fumble, they get it right back.
I don't know whether they even drew that up on the board or was it just said, but they had to have it. They needed a spark to get them going here in the second.
Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Detroit's offense ready to take over. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
And the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Returnable here from the 38. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Weston. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A.J. Epinesa, the one credited for the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Oh, the option to give to Swift here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this is Simpson with a catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Here's the option going left on 2nd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Well, the Terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long.
This one complete to Simpson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Simpson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. And that's out. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Off the play fake. Weston. Quick slant finding Claypool. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Weston. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brings up 3rd and
6. To throw on 3rd down. Weston.
Got an open man. It's Pickens.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh first. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Weston.
He's got this to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
3 quarters have come and gone. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Play action. Weston.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And the Steelers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Weston. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they'll be backed up a bit to start as he's out of bounds at the 16. And Detroit back in possession of the football. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit! DeAndre Swift, 84 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they run with Harris off the option. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. Here's Herbert. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties. No.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
This is Swift on the counter. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Herbert on 3rd down now. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this one is right through. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
John Johnson with the INT. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Well, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see him a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Throwing after the interception, Weston. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards. Second and 6.
Back to throw. Weston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Back to Taylor on 1st down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Lions' 9-yard line.
Looking to throw. Weston. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back to throw. Weston feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Weston. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Herbert running left off the option.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
From the gun, here's Swift.
Room here to run. There he goes, left side. The 40. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Wow, 185 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. What a change in this ball game in the 4th quarter, Charles. They just completely took over, and not only did they get the lead, they end up winning somewhat comfortably.
And when we spent time talking with them before the game, they made sure that we knew that they thought that they were the better team in this one, and they never lost that thought or lost that focus, and they played like it in the 4th quarter. That's how you author a late comeback and get a win.
So for the Lions, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2.
And they'll get another road date next week when they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.